Risk of Russian tactical nuclear strike higher than thought. Russia's threshold for using shorter-range tactical nuclear weapons may be lower than defense experts in the West believe, the Financial Times has claimed, cited purported Russian military documents. The materials, which were allegedly presentations for Russian naval officers, discussed operating principles for the use of nuclear weapons, the Financial Times reported. They were supposedly produced between 2008 and 2014 and shared with the British outlet by Western sources. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told the newspaper that Russia strongly doubts the authenticity of the documents. Moscow's military doctrine allows for the deployment of nuclear weapons in retaliation to a first strike against it or its allies, or in situations where Russian statehood is threatened. Senior officials, including President Vladimir Putin, have drawn attention to the country's nuclear arsenal amid the Ukraine conflict. The US and its allies have accused the Russian leader of nuclear blackmail, although Moscow has rejected that allegation. The criteria for the use of nuclear weapons in the documents reviewed by the FT included losses by Russian forces that would irrevocably lead to their failure to stop major enemy aggression and a critical situation for the state security of Russia. The destruction of 20% of Russia's strategic missile submarines, 30% of nuclear-powered attack submarines, or a simultaneous hit on main and reserve coastal command centers were cited as specific examples. France insists on sending Western troops to Ukraine. Russia promises catastrophic scenario. The Élysée Palace, after French President Emmanuel Macron's statement about the possibility of sending troops from Western powers to Ukraine, insists that Kyiv's allies should discuss this issue. As the source explained to CNN, with his statements, Macron signaled his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, about his determination and desire of France to prevent any victory of the full-scale Russian invasion. The source stressed that the French president did not talk about the actual departure of troops and no decision was made on this, but there are all sorts of things that were ruled out 2 years ago and which are no longer ruled out. Macron has not ruled out the possibility of sending Western troops to Ukraine in the future after a meeting in Paris, emphasizing that there is currently no consensus among allies. A number of European states and NATO have since stated that they do